What is up, cryptocurrency investors? Welcome back to Crypto Review Central. Here you can count on at least one video every single week to help bring you up to date with what is happening in this diverse cryptocurrency markets. Every single asset is developing so quickly. The fundamentals are phenomenal, and it's unfortunate that everybody seems to be hung up on price. Kelly Loeffler, the CEO of Bakkt, which is Intercontinental Exchange's new product that will be launching hopefully this quarter, but don't get your hopes set on that. It might not launch until Q2 or even Q3 for all we really know. She says too many people are hung up on the price. We are 1/8 of a market cap from what we were in late 2017, and Bitcoin dominance is significantly higher. Bitcoin's price has been suffering with the exception of the last month for pretty much all year, getting a flash pump of over $200 yesterday, much of which we've retained. We are above $4,000, which in the interim is a very promising sign. It could be a signal of more things to come just like that, and we start to push towards 4,200, 4,500 and beyond. A lot of people are talking about 2019 being a year of rapid development. Fundamentally, this space continues on an absolutely frantic pace, with many assets being assessed by traditional markets for implementation. More companies in the traditional sector are investigating the use of blockchain technology, if not outright implementing it right now. There's so many trial studies going on while the infrastructure of the cryptocurrency markets continues to be developed. I say this often: if traditional sector came knocking and wanted us to satisfy the transaction volume of Visa or point of sale systems across a variety of different major chains, if McDonald's wanted to adopt a cryptocurrency along with all the other fast food chains and the rest of the corporate world, I don't believe the infrastructure is developed from these assets in order to satisfy that rampant need. Although that won't always be the case. These development teams of the cryptocurrency space are working diligently to bring the rest of the world to cryptocurrency's doorstep, and I really do believe it's happening. Looking at the global charts over the last 3 months, we can see we bottomed out at $100 billion. Since then, we've gained just under 40, but we could quickly lose that just as easily as we gained it. It was only a few months ago we were sitting comfortably at $500 billion, and that seems incredibly far away right now. We have such a long road to go to recover most of Bitcoin's losses, but volume continues to have a steady ebb and flow. Volume remains very high. Widespread adoption seems to be growing. More and more companies are adopting a variety of assets. More exchanges are coming online to make bridges between assets. This space continues to develop incredibly rapidly. XRP recently usurped Ethereum and has been doing incredibly well. Since breaking 30 cents, it is yet to fall. With a total 24-hour volume of $500 million, it's still nowhere near its volumes that it has seen in the past. Although looking at the last 3 months, it does tell a similar story to Bitcoin, with a few more exaggerated pumps. The volatility in this asset is outrageous, and that is in part what we have to cover today. There's a study called the Sharpe ratio that shows Ethereum, Tron, and IOTA that lead performance adjusted for risk by this Sharpe ratio. It basically pits your risk versus your reward. And although cryptocurrencies are notoriously low when compared to some of the traditional indexes, Ethereum, IOTA, and Tron all finished at 0.1 and change, while Bitcoin had a dismal ratio of negative 0.0722. indicating that the US Treasury bills has outperformed Bitcoin over the last 30 days. Although these figures have little to no bearing on how these cryptocurrencies will perform in the following months, as it just takes into account the last 30 days. And with a space as volatile as cryptocurrency, metrics like that carry very little weight. A handful of significant whales, which is in large part the consensus I gathered from Twitter as to why Bitcoin jumped $200 yesterday. It was a large whale accumulating and a few people trying to ride the wave. That is how small this space is. Looking at the price graph over the last 7 days on CoinMarketCap, you can see one asset, along with Cardano as well, but particularly Tron and Litecoin, getting a parabolic boost. But Tron's been a steady incline all month and has been consistently battling with Cardano between 10th and 11th for several months now. Currently in the 10th position at 2 cents with a $145 million volume. Volume is pretty low across the board, especially if you've been in this space for over a year, while the rest of us enthusiasts and investors just patiently wait for what 2019 is going to bring. With Bakkt and Fidelity and a number of other big traditional organizations joining this space, I expect it's going to be one hell of a ride. Along with the Bitcoin ETF that should be decided at some point this year, it will be very interesting to see how low we actually go. If it gets approved, it's going to be interesting to see if this big bull run actually takes off like so many experts are calling for. Moving on, we have more Ripple XRP adoption, with the Kuwait financial house now offering 0 fees, instant international transfers with Ripple's blockchain technology. The service will expand to encompass most of the world countries in different currencies. Their customers can make instant and secure 0 fee remittances through their accounts in KFH.com. And scores of people are now asking for confirmation it uses xRapid. This would be very good for the native XRP token, who is the only asset in the green, albeit just ever so slightly, in the top 5. Moving on, we have Tron TRX news with Justin Sun, who is a king of online marketing, tweeting that Tron will surpass Bitcoin SV very soon. And as you can see, they are so very close to each other in market cap, it could happen anytime now. Considering Tron's steady growth over the past 7 days, and Bitcoin SV experiencing volatility along with the rest of the market, it will be interesting to see how this plays out. There's a number of publications that have commented on the Kuwait finance house announcing the launch of its instant cross-border remittance services, and I believe we did discuss it last week. It's gotten a ton of media attention, which only furthers the exposure that Ripple gets. Also, a number of reasons why XRP is being talked about so much this past week is that the DX.Exchange, which is a quote-unquote revolutionary regulated European cryptocurrency exchange, went live. It's the first time you can now trade cryptocurrencies and popular NASDAQ stocks in a tokenized form. That's Apple, Facebook, Tesla, all on the same platform as cryptocurrencies. This is kind of being heralded as a big next step. Although keep in mind the exchange is yet to actually deliver on this. We don't know how popular these tokenized form of traditional NASDAQ stocks are going to be, so we will just have to wait and see. They could make this new feature available and nobody really uses it, or it gets used at the start and then fizzles out. This might not be the actual blend of cryptocurrency and traditional stocks that many hope it will be, although it very much could. We will literally just have to wait and see. It is the first time that traditional NASDAQ stocks have been associated with cryptocurrencies on any platform. So if this doesn't become popular, I imagine a number of other varieties will pop up over time because this idea is kind of great. The user interface looks great. And you can follow Daniel Skrowanski on Twitter, promising that Americans will get to participate in 2019. What about us Canadians, Daniel? Very promising news. Like I said, the fundamentals in this space continue. There's so much good reason why this market is poised to revolutionize everything. We'll just have to wait and see. You must implore patience. You must do all of your own research and hang in there. I really do believe that we are on to something big. Regardless of where this market goes, we will be here reporting on the daily ebb and flow. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and comment something. Let me know what you think about all the recent XRP development, as well as Tron surpassing Bitcoin SV very soon, and this new quote-unquote revolutionary DX.Exchange. Let me know below. Thank you for spending a few moments of your day with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.